Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the first video where I'll be giving you some dental tips. So today's topic will be how to prevent caries or cavities, same thing. So before I get into the whole prevention aspect, just let me give you a definition. What are cavities or dental caries? They are simply holes in the teeth. How are cavities formed? Well, bacteria in the mouth feeds on the sugary, starchy foods and drinks that we use, and it converts them to acids. These acids are what wear down the teeth, break down the teeth, erode the teeth, causing those holes to develop. And also, food and bacteria, they leave a sticky film on the teeth. It's called plaque. And if that plaque isn't removed properly when we brush, when we floss and so on, then tooth decay can develop. It could also lead to gum infections. It could also destroy the bone supporting those teeth. Plaque builds up easily in those deep, what we call pits and fissures, the deep grooves in our teeth. They also build up easily in between the teeth, also build up easily around the gum line. And again, if they're not removed properly when we brush, when we floss and so on, they can lead to dental caries. It's important to know that tooth decay can occur at any age, but it's more common with children because, of course, children love sweets, they love the sugary stuff, and those are what the bacteria uses to convert to acid. But adults also, of course, can get dental caries, cavities. It's raining outside, so I hope that you can hear me clearly, but now let's look at some risk factors of developing dental caries. These would be eating sugary, starchy foods, also drinking those sugary drinks, frequent snacking, also heartburn, because when you have heartburn there's a lot of acid developed that could also affect the teeth, causing dental cavities, inadequate brushing and flossing. Also, very importantly for small children, infant feeding. What happens, a lot of parents give their children the bottles to feed when they're going to sleep. So that child has the bottle against their teeth during the night while they're sleeping. Of course, you can't eat and drink and sleep at the same time. So what happens? Sugar is left against that tooth throughout the night, and the child develops a lot of dental cavities. So be careful, parents, not to let your children sleep with the bottle. Another risk factor would be what we call dry mouth. This is where a person has reduced production of saliva or any other medical condition that could cause that reduced amount of saliva production. Can also be a risk factor for developing dental caries. Now getting to the prevention aspect, how do we prevent dental caries? Well, of course, proper brushing with a toothpaste that contains fluoride. We recommend that you brush at least twice daily. Also flossing, very important to get in between those teeth. We advise flossing at least once daily. Also regular dental checkups. It's advised that you take a dental checkup every 6 months. You also do a cleaning at the same time. So every 6 months you get a dental checkup, you get a cleaning, and of course, if there's anything seen, you could work on it right away rather than wait till you get a problem, and it might be too late in some cases to get those cavities fixed. It's important to know that you should not wait till you get pain to visit the dentist, because many times someone might see a cavity in their mouth, but because there's no pain, they think it's okay and they put it off. But when there's pain, then they visit the dentist. Many times it's too late just to do a simple filling. That person might now need what we call a root canal, or in a worst case scenario, that tooth might need to be extracted. So don't wait for pain before you see the dentist. Another thing you can do to prevent cavities would be to limit those sugary foods and drinks, of course. It's advised that you eat larger amounts less frequently than smaller amounts more frequently. Why? When you eat those larger amounts and you stop there, the tooth has one what you call acid attack, when the bacteria converts those sugars to acid. So they have that one big acid attack and that's it. But if you eat smaller amounts more frequently, then that tooth is under constant attack and you could develop caries much easier. Some persons, when they use coffee, they might take a sip now and then 2 minutes later take another sip, a few minutes later another sip, and then continue that until that cup of coffee is finished. When you do that, the tooth is under constant acid attack. But if you take one go, you drink out that cup of coffee within a minute or two, that's much better because the tooth has one attack and it's finished, rather than that constant attack during the length of time you take sips until that coffee is finished. So bear that in mind. Another thing that you can do to prevent dental cavities is what we call sealants. It's something that a dentist would place in those deep grooves of the tooth to prevent cavities from forming there. So they seal those deep grooves, which are very popular places for cavities to form. So when you brush, toothbrush could clean those teeth properly because the grooves are sealed, so you can't develop cavities there. Finally, if you have a cavity, so you didn't get to prevent it, but you now have a cavity, you should visit the dentist as soon as possible. The earlier the better. You might be able to get a filling and that's it. But if you wait too late, then it might move into the next stage, which is a root canal. If you wait too late, then you might have to extract that tooth. You do not want that. So take your regular checkups, but if you do notice a cavity, then please visit your dentist as soon as possible. Thank you. That's where this video ends on how to prevent cavities. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in my next video.